What's up, guys? It's Cody coming back at you with another video, and today I have presents. Well, for my truck. Presents for my truck. But anyways, in my last video, I told you guys I was getting 2 new parts for my truck, and I asked you guys to leave a comment down below on what you thought I was getting. Mostly, almost everyone that commented and guessed said high pressure crossover. So I guess that's kind of something you guys want me to get, and I need to get that soon. But that's not what I got here today. So only one came so far, and that is the exhaust back pressure sensor and tube. So let's open this up. All right, so we got our Zibix exhaust back pressure sensor. So there's our actual sensor, the exhaust back pressure sensor. And then we got our tube here. We got the exhaust. This is our fitting for the tube. And then we got the actual tube itself. Let's get this out of the plastic. All right, so there it is. It's the tube. It's just simple compression fittings on the end. So this should be a pretty simple install. So I'm in my backyard right now. Let's go out to the truck and go ahead and get to work and throwing it on. Now, I don't know if this is gonna make a difference on performance. From what I've read, this sensor does actually affect the way your truck runs and your fuel economy and stuff like that if the exhaust back pressure sensor is bad. So to see if it's gonna make a difference, I'm gonna do a 0 to 45 run before I put this on, and then do another one after and actually see if my truck gets any faster. I mean, I don't think it's gonna really make a difference that's noticeable on that, but we're gonna try it just for fun and see how it goes. Maybe it makes a difference, maybe it doesn't. And then we'll do another one when the other part comes too. So let's go ahead and do the 0 to 45 test, and then we'll throw this on. You guys, so I used a stopwatch while watching the video to see exactly how long it took, and it looks like it took about 8.5 seconds to get to 45 miles an hour. So now let's go ahead and install the new exhaust back pressure sensor and tube, and then we'll test it again, see if it makes a difference. I don't think it's really going to make a difference, at least nothing noticeable, but maybe it will. We're going to check and find out just for fun. So let's go ahead and get to it. Here's a view of the truck real quick. For those of you guys that are kind of new, we do tons of upgrades on the truck all the time. Try and put out new videos every couple days, to constantly putting on new parts, some cosmetic, some performance. So lots of new stuff on this truck, changing stuff all the time, making all kinds of videos all the time. So if you're new here, please go down and hit the subscribe button, and let's get to work and you guys enjoy the video. So there's the stock exhaust back pressure sensor, and then the tube is connected right there underneath it. So this is my first time looking at it. Man, that thing's dirty. So I don't even know if it's bad, but we're gonna go ahead and change it just in case anyways. So let's see how it goes. All right, guys, so the new one's in, it's all done. So here's the old exhaust back pressure sensor. You can't really tell on the video, but it's pretty clogged up in there. It's pretty dirty. Again, I don't know if it was even bad, but we just replaced it anyways, just in case. This is the old tube, nice and dirty as well. So it wasn't necessarily hard, but it was a little harder than I thought. So, but it's in. Let's get that 0 to 45 test done and see if we can tell a difference. All right, you guys, so here's 0 to 45 with the new exhaust back pressure sensor and tube. Alright, you guys, so the second 0 to 45 test is done with the new exhaust back pressure sensor installed, and this is what we got right here. I tested about 3 different times, and I got pretty much 8.25 every time. Now, you're only talking 1/4 of a second, but let me say 2 things. First of all, the first test that I did was on a completely flat street, and honestly, the second test that I just did right now, it was a very slight uphill. I mean, very slight, but a completely flat on the first test and a slight uphill on the second test, and I still got 1/4 of a second faster. Now, again, 1/4 of a second is nothing. I said in the beginning of the video that I didn't expect much, but we did get a little bit of a difference, right? And let me say this, the truck does feel more responsive. I mean, aside from the 1/4 of a second faster, the truck feels more responsive. It feels less sluggish. I'm not even joking. And I installed it and went and did it. So honestly, I think even over time, not a long time, but I think over the next few miles that I put on the truck, it might get better and better. I don't know for sure if that's going to happen, but I just feel like, you know, the next 10 to 15 to 20 miles, it might, you know, actually circulate through that tube better, and the sensor might kick in a little more. I don't know for sure, but I think it might get better and better. But I do feel a difference with the truck. It feels a little more responsive and less sluggish. It was $80, $70 or $80 for the sensor and the tube, and I do think I noticed a difference. Obviously, I don't know with MPG. I don't really pay attention to my MPG. I think I was getting around 10 city before, so I might calculate it later and see if it's any different, but I'm not really worried about that. And maybe we'll just see if we notice a difference without calculating it. But I do notice a difference on the acceleration a little bit, so I think it was worth it. The truck, hopefully it's going to help the truck run better and cleaner, so that's good. It's going to help the longevity. I think it was worth it. You guys saw there's a little bit of a difference, and that was even on an uphill. So anyways, that's pretty much it. That's the video. We did a full install and review. It wasn't a how-to video, of course, but hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Hopefully we have the other part. It should come tomorrow, and we'll do another one on that. All right, see you guys next time.